It's a difference between teaching someone to fish or just giving them fish, right? What's up, Swole fam? Maybe it's the same Blake. I'm brand new to fitness, and this page today was day 1, sounds like it, of my elimination diet, and I'm shooting for 6 weeks. I have done so many diets in the past and failed, but something feels different this time. I'm about 5'9", 265, and my initial goal weight is under 200, and I'd like to maintain somewhere around 175 to 180. For anyone else that has gone through this process, what is the best way to curb cravings to eat everything in sight? Any advice is appreciated. So we kind of talked about this already. Yeah, it is you. Good for you, man. My initial goal weight, well, you said something feels different this time. Yeah, you got the support of the Swole fam behind you. You have a good process. And if your mindset changes and you're focused on the habits, so the thing with the 7 pillars and going through the elimination process, if you are going through it with the right mindset, you are building those habits rather than just following like strict guidelines. And that's what most people do. Most people go to a diet. Most people go to the end. They just jump to the top, like they jump to the top of the ladder and they're like, okay, eat 6 ounces of this and then have a cup of this and have this and then wait 2 hours or whatever it is and then have this. It's very restrictive in that sense. Like it maps this out for you, but you're not learning any skills. It's a difference between teaching someone to fish or just giving them fish, right? Give a man some fish and he'll eat for a day. Teach a man to fish, or a woman, and they'll eat for the rest of their life. So it's important to teach you and to teach and educate yourself on how to make these decisions. And that's the reason why a lot of people fall off their diet, because if they have like strict guidelines, like eat this, and then you don't have any other options, like, well, if you understand what your body works best with, you make decisions on the fly. You can go anywhere in the world or any supermarket or anywhere, and you're at a restaurant, you make the choices that you should make. You look on the menu, what works well for your body, what doesn't work well, what decisions are you going to make based on the information that you've acquired. It's just great. So your goal weight is under 200. Just be careful with all these goal weights. Be careful with those kinds of numbers. You're jumping ahead. Obviously, if you're 265, you're already jumping ahead to like 70 pounds at the end right there, like 80 pounds of weight loss, 85 pounds of weight loss. That's a huge amount of weight, and that's a long term. So that's like another year or so. It depends. It could be 6 months, could be a year, but just don't get too hell-bent on that end result, because after you're training and you're lifting weights and stuff, you're going to be building some muscle. So just don't get too hell-bent on like what the scale says. Just keep that in mind. And if you're focused on the elimination diet, you're focused on the 7 pillars, Blake, you're going to get there. It's just, don't worry so much about the time frame, and don't hang your hat on what the scale says, and try not to weigh yourself more than once a week. Just keep an eye on it. Understand it's not going to be linear. You're not just going to lose weight endlessly. Focus on maybe 1 to 2 pounds a week. Don't beat yourself up. Just focus on those daily habits and execute every day, and you're going to see amazing results. I'm sure of it. Everyone does. If you do it right, you do it.
That's a bed that you made. That's a bed that you made. That's a bed that you laid. That's a bed that you laid. What kind of game is you playing? We go hard in the paint. We go hard in the paint. What the fuck is you saying? I only go where they pay. What kind of game is you playing?
My shit is relevant, on topic, my melanin is popping. I'm taking skeletons on closets and making new deposits. I'm in my element, no ollies, you children popping.